Hi everyone, we're back. It is December 15th, 2024, and we are just headed out for our third full winter living off-grid, my family and I. We're getting really lucky today. It's only -9. The first year that we came out, it was very cold. It was a chilly trip going out to the cabin by snowmobile. Don't quote me on this, but I feel like it was, I don't know, hovering around -40 degrees Celsius. So we're getting a nice ride today. I just thought I'd film you guys a little intro. If any of you are new here, my name is Sarah Guest. I am married to Jonathan Guest. We have 4 beautiful children and 3 dogs, and we live off-grid, minus the 2 times a year during breakup and freeze up when the ice is thawing and freezing, just because we'd be stranded out there and we wouldn't be able to get back to town. John wouldn't be able to get to work. So we're just finishing our freeze up stint at the townhouse, which, I don't know, lasted about 6 weeks, 7 weeks. We could have headed out a little bit earlier. John checked the ice 2 weeks ago and there was 8 inches, more than enough for a snowmobile. But we stayed in town a little extra longer because we had a trip planned to the city to do Christmas shopping. So we stayed in a little longer. John has already been out to the cabin. He's started a fire and checked ice again. And he said most places, like if there's snow drifts, that ice is about 8 inches thick. And then places where there isn't any snow, that ice is between 11, 12. Everything's kind of hovering around the 10, 11 inch mark. So he's bringing the truck out. He's got the dogs with him and a few of our things I didn't want to get bounced around too much. But the children and I, 4 of them, some of them are running around. We're heading out on snowmobile. But I guess we will keep trekking along. The ice is a little bumpy this year, so I'm only going about 30 kilometers an hour, hoping that I don't break any of the things in my sleigh that I have packed. But yeah, we'll see if there's any interesting ice forms on the way to the cabin. You guys ready to get back on the snowmo? Let's head out. Our trip to the cabin is about 17 kilometers as the bird flies straight across. So for us, we follow the boat route, just knowing that there isn't any funky currents or rocks that I'm going to hit or anything. It's got to be over 20 kilometers, I'm thinking, or around 20-kilometer trip. So here we go. We came up on a big crack right down the middle of the lake. We just finished crossing the big wide open.
Mom,
Huh?
you know what?
What?
It goes forever.
It just goes forever. It goes all the way across. Pretty cool. There was a big ridge around this area last year. I remember as soon as I'd see that cabin way in the distance, a cabin over there on that island, I'd always have to slow down if I was in the vehicle because I knew the ridge was coming up. Crazy.
Ooh, it's like a big wave.
A big wave? A big ice wave? Oh yeah. Oh, imagine when that pushed up. Big crunching sound. The ice conditions that will last throughout the whole year are pretty much relying on the first week that there's a good freeze. So during that week, on the best week you could possibly ask for during freeze up, just wait, hon. We're gonna go pretty soon. Maybe keep it on. During the first week that you get a good freeze on, you're wanting 0 snow, 0 wind, and about minus 15 to minus 20 degrees Celsius would be great. If you could get that for a week, you'll have great ice for the rest of the year. But if you get snow, when there's a little bit of a layer, all that weight is going to push cracks on the fragile ice. Water is going to come through the cracks, and there's going to be slush for the entire year. And I think a lot of the little northern lakes are going to end up seeing that, because we did have a dump when it started freezing, but luckily this big lake wasn't closed yet. All the little lakes were, they had a few inches, and then that big dump came, so that weight, I don't know. We'll see how it is. We'll hear from word of mouth if there's bad slush on those lakes this year, but possibly they might. Ours this year, it was pretty good. We had a minus 18 stint week, but there was a few days that it was pretty windy, so all the ice that we've been seeing so far is pretty jaggedy and cut up. Once that covers with snow, it won't be so bad, but right now it's a little choppy. And like I mentioned back there, John was saying where there is snow drifts, it's less ice under that, because now the snow is insulating it, so it's not building as fast. But there's little areas, little skiffs like this, you'll see still bare ice showing, so those have a good foot already. Whoa, I just heard a big bang. Woo, I just about slipped. Oh my gosh. It is a little bit windy today. My hands are starting to get cold. I'm gonna tuck them back into my big gauntlet mitts. The only mitts that will keep you warm on cold days when you're snowmobiling. And we'll make it to the cabin. We don't have too much farther to go. We're over halfway for sure.
Should we smash it?
Oh, this ice looks so neat. It's clear. Huh. You're gonna show me smashing it? Okay. Give it a smash. Woo!
That's happened.
There's John's homemade sleigh. Brings all of our things. Marley, you can't go in this all the way to the cabin. We have to go skidooing, but we could take it out when we go to the cabin. You can go try the hill. There's our little off-grid oasis. Jade's taken off from me. I just got her to go in front of me so I could take a picture for a thumbnail. But that is the entirety of our island. Ends, where are your finger? Ends right there at the tip. Hiding in there is our beach. All the way, all the way, all the way. It's about 1 kilometer long. And it's quite skinny. It's gonna feel really nice to be back home. Like I had mentioned at the beginning of the video, we're on to winter number 3. It's crazy that my toddlers, my youngest two, this is pretty much all they know. This is definitely home for them. John took Russell out this weekend, had a little dude weekend with his brother. Ah, my finger's freezing. Put my mitt back on. Okay. When Russell got to the cabin, he started going around kissing everything. He's kissing the fridge and kissing the couch. Oh, I missed you, I missed you. So everybody's going to be super excited to spend the winter season out here. In case some of you are curious, I know I've had these questions a few times since we started our channel. The lakes in northern Saskatchewan, the cabins on them, pretty much everybody gets their own island, luckily enough. You only have a lease our lease is pretty teeny just around the cabin. We own the cabin, there's a little lease just surrounding the cabin, but I highly doubt any other leases are ever going to be opened on our island, which is really convenient, especially in the summertime. The dogs have a huge yard to play on, and they don't ever run away anywhere because there's no ice for them to escape on. But as we were passing, you saw some other cabins on the lake, but everybody pretty much gets their own island. Some of the bigger islands will have 2, maybe 3 cabins on them, but they're so spread apart. And there's our beautiful home. There's John with the sleigh taking all our stuff up the hill. At least this year we have a little bit of snow to get up these crazy hills. Makes it really hard with all the ice. Seems seems crazy that it's been less than 2 months and I was on a boat coming home. Out for winter season. Well, we're in here. At least it's warm. Got a little bit of unpacking to do though. There's my bedroom. I missed it. Believe it or not, the bedroom at the townhouse is smaller than this one. Well, we finished our first day of homeschool out here. It went really good. Little people are just snoozing. I've pretty much got it all cleared out and unpacked. Minus a big pile of dishes, but we'll do that later because when the little kids wake up, we're going to bundle up, get on the snowmobiles, and go find ourselves a Christmas tree and decorate this place for Christmas. Lazy puppies at the cabin, and I like the wood heat. Your lazy bones. Mr. Cozy Cabin. My old grandma. Her arthritis was bugging her pretty bad yesterday. I hope it's not too tricky of a winter for her out here. Are you ready to go get a tree? Okay, let's go. The big sisters are outside already. They're warming up the snowmobile and they got the sleigh hooked up. Get my little saw. Okay. Here's my little choo-choo train. Let's go and get a tree. Yeah. Spotted a good one in the midst of our driving. All these icicles from the last waves that hit the shore are always so pretty. Shale saw some Mother Nature snowballs that rolled down the hill. What's that, Russell? Somebody was trying to make a snowman. Maybe the otters. We'll get my little person just ditched. Holy cow, those are big. Crazy.
Whoa, you got the big one.
That's gigantic. I was looking at that one, the small one, beside you.
I like this one.
That's way too big. It's like taller than our cabin.
A miracle! Perfect.
It's way too big. I'll get our battery hooked up.
It's scrawny.
Oh, he's nice. What, sweetie? Oh, is it poking your eye? Here, I'll help you. Don't worry. Look at Mom. Look up to the sky so I can see you. I'll take these off for a little minute.
Can you take my helmet off?
Yeah. Let's just open up this piece and then we'll get our tree. Ready? Booyah! Perfect.
Oh, my mitts are not fitting. See?
You have a wobbly
No.
thumb. How are you driving?
Oh,
How are you driving?
I'm driving good.
Timber! Oh no! I think he needs one more little cut.
Where?
Oh, he's not stuck?
He's like stuck to all these other ones.
Oh. Jade, go grab him.
How did you get up there?
Pull him down. Climb up on the rock face. Gotta be dedicated to get your Christmas tree.
Look
Okay, Shell, don't play with the saw.
It's falling on me. Oh. I'm
Pull.
gonna trip though.
Pull, slide down. Russell, help her. Here's our Christmas tree 2024. Oh, Christmas tree, how scraggly are your branches. One more cool land formation before we head home. The song of winter. Cling, 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 cling.
Mom, could you take my helmet off so I can go under?
I'll just lift it up. You want to kick some of those icicles? Sorry, I'm gonna knock you over. Is that pretty cool, Marley? Yeah. Shell's making a cave. Careful, what if one of those big icicles falls right on your head? Is that a good icicle?
Whoa.
Yeah?
Oh.
Canadian popsicle? Crazy how high these waves get. Yeah, there's all of our stockings. A big lineup of our family.
You and Dad are you gonna get no presents?
We're going to get presents. Ours are at the very beginning. It goes oldest all the way to youngest, and doggies at the end. There's our pretty tree coming along. Rich's head on the ceiling. Clothesline on the literal clothesline.
I can't see Russ your hand. Okay, I just see no, we have to stop. You did it! Yeah!
Here's our finished product of our tree. The kids are just relaxing. Jada's making some Christmas crafts for me. Kids are watching The Grinch. I kind of abruptly stopped filming there because I had some chores to do to get the wood in. This place is still a little bit untidy from when we moved in and get supper ready, but we're 6:30, supper's about done. I'm getting back on track. I've taken a couple of days off of filming. We've just been hunkering down, doing our homeschool, kind of getting back into the groove of off-grid life. It's been my mission this week to conserve water. I think I have PTSD from pumping water in the winter, I swear to God, because when we first moved out here and I had to auger holes in the ice every time, lines are freezing, water spraying everywhere. I had no luck with that gas-powered pump. It's just not a fun chore for me. And John has it set up so beautifully now. Like the line is in all the time. I don't have to thaw hose and run hose down the hill every single time. The line is set up solid. I just have to plug in the heat trace to thaw out the bottom portion of the line using our solar system. We can use our battery bank for the heat trace, and then I have to get the generator going to pump the water, making sure my filter's on and whatnot. I've gone through it in other videos. It's not that big of a process now. John has it pretty much fine-tuned in, but I'm just still putting it off. So I've been melting snow like a crazy person. I had 4 buckets on here yesterday, and I got enough water to do laundry. This big canner right here, I need about 2 of them full to the top in order to do 1 cycle of laundry. So that's 2 canners for my wash cycle, and then I drain it, and then that's another 2 canners for my rinse cycle. That's what eats up the most of my water in the cabin is laundry. We try to really slow down on our laundry usage in the winter. I'm like, do not put it in the laundry basket unless it's dirty, kids. We try to push it, and it's easier in the winter. The kids aren't going outside getting ridiculously dirty. But since we've been out this week, I have not used any of the water tank upstairs for laundry, dog water, dishes, or our toilet uses like a scoop to flush every single time. So that's been saving a lot of water. We still have easily 2 to 3 showers worth upstairs in the tank. So I'm just gonna push it. It's been minus 25 degrees Celsius, minus 30 degrees Celsius all week. It's been a chilly one, but it's going to warm up right for the holidays, right for when Dad has holidays. It'll be great. It's supposed to get to like minus 3 degrees Celsius. So if I can push it another day, possibly 2, and I'll pump when it's a little bit warmer for the first time. get back into the habit of that. But I'm gonna wrap up this week's video here. I'm just going to finish my morning routine, get those girls up for their last day of homeschool, and then we're into the weekend. But you guys have a really good weekend, or the rest of your weekend once this comes out, and a good following week, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.